We are all told that the spiritual journey is one of acquisition. You gain wisdom, you find peace, you achieve enlightenment. But what if this is the first and most subtle illusion? What if the path isn't a getting at all, but a losing? A great unbecoming, a slow or sudden dismantling of everything you were told was real. The competitor video you watched spoke of things you cannot share, but it missed the real story. The real story is not what you hide, but what you can no longer find. Awakening is not a mansion you build. It is a cage that dissolves. It is a process of subtraction, not addition. You don't become more than you are. You simply realize you are less of what you thought you were. And in that less, you find everything. Today, we are not talking about what you gain. We are exploring the 5 normal beliefs, the 5 pillars of ordinary reality that simply vanish. The first and most profound belief to vanish is the one we hold most dear. It is the very foundation of our reality. It is the belief that I am a separate self. This is the feeling of being an isolated me inside a body, a little pilot behind the eyes, looking out at a world that is not me. We spend our entire lives defending this me, polishing it, feeding it, and fearing for its death. We build walls around it made of opinions, memories, and possessions. This me is the hero of our story. But then the glimpse happens. You see, perhaps in a moment of quiet, or in nature, or in deep meditation, that this me is not a solid thing. It's a process. It's a thought. It's a sensation. You look for the looker, and you cannot find one. You listen for the listener, and there is only listening. The feeling of being a separate drop in the ocean doesn't just change, it dissolves. And you are left with the terrifying, liberating realization that you are not the drop. You are the ocean. There is no you separate from the tree, the person you dislike, the air you are breathing. It's all one seamless happening. And when this pillar falls, the second one crumbles right behind it. The second belief to vanish, the desperate, burning need to be right. Think about it. How much of our daily energy is spent defending our opinions, arguing on the internet or at the dinner table, trying to prove that our map of reality is the correct one? This is the ego's favorite game. To be right is to reinforce the me. It proves the separate self is valid, intelligent, and secure. But when you truly see that the separate self is an illusion, who is there to be right? Who is there to defend? The need to win an argument becomes absurd. It's like your left hand arguing with your right hand. You realize that every person is operating from their own unique collection of experiences and conditioning. Their truth is true for them, just as yours was for you. You stop arguing, not because you are passive, but because you are at peace. You can listen to another person's view, truly listen, without the internal machinery of, how am I going to respond? You are no longer defending a fortress, You are simply open. The third normal belief that melts away is the tyranny of the future. We are a civilization built on tomorrow. We suffer through the present moment in service of a future one. We endure the week to get to the weekend. We endure our youth to get to retirement. We are always living for a moment that is not this one. The present is just a stepping stone, a means to an end. When you awaken, you realize that the future is a phantom. It is a concept in your mind and nothing more. The past is a memory, also a concept. The only thing that is ever truly real is now. This isn't just a nice idea. It becomes a lived reality. The anxiety about what might happen and the regret about what did happen lose their grip. You find that this moment, right now, whether it involves washing dishes or watching a sunset, is complete in itself. It doesn't need to be a bridge to anywhere else. You stop future hopping and you arrive. You finally land in your own life. This is not apathy, it is the opposite. It is total engagement with the only reality that exists. And as you land in the now, the fourth belief dissolves. The belief that I am my story. What is a person if not a collection of memories? I am the person this trauma happened to. I am the person who achieved this success. I am the person with this job title, this family, this political view. Our identities are built from the narrative of our past. Awakening reveals that you are not the story. You are the space in which the story is happening. You are the awareness that witnesses the thoughts, the memories, and the emotions. This is the ultimate liberation. It means you are not defined by your worst trauma or your greatest success. You are not your past failures. You are not your future anxieties. You are the clear, open sky, and all of that story is just weather passing through. You can finally put down the crushing weight of your own history. You are free to respond to this moment freshly, without the script of who you are dictating your every move. The fifth and final belief that dissolves is perhaps the most terrifying to the ego, but the most peaceful to the soul. The illusion of personal control. We live with the idea that we are in charge, that the I in our head is steering the ship. We make plans, we execute, we worry, we try to force life to bend to our will, and we create immense suffering when it doesn't. The awakened perspective sees something far more subtle. It sees that you are not a controller of life. You are life. You are a manifestation of the entire universe doing what it does. The same intelligence that spins the galaxies is beating your heart and thinking your thoughts. This is not fatalism. It is not giving up. It is surrender. It is the recognition that the wave doesn't control the ocean. The wave is the ocean. You stop fighting the current. You stop resisting what is. You align with the flow of reality, and in doing so, you find a new kind of action, one that is intuitive, effortless, and powerful, because it is no longer coming from a small, frightened me. It is coming from life itself. This unbecoming is not an end. It is the true beginning. It's the journey of losing the cage and finding the sky. It's terrifying, it's liberating, and it's the most natural thing in the world. So, I invite you to reflect. This is not about a belief system. It's about direct experience. Which of these normal illusions do you feel beginning to wobble in your own life? Share your own journey of unbecoming in the comments. What belief did you lose that set you free? Your story might be the very thing that helps another realize they are not alone in this profound, beautiful, and silent dissolution.